look at the death of a child after a dentist visit and also talking about transparency in government. Joining us over Skype is civilbeat.com reporter Chad Blair. How did you like the State of the State yesterday? Let's talk about that first.
Well, you can read my report. I can basically summarize it this way. It seemed like the governor was giving a campaign re-election speech, much more than a State of the State, which would lay out his vision for what we should be doing in terms of governance. So that's my 2-cent takeaway about the State of the State. You can read my full report at civilbeat.com.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about this Finley Boyle case. So devastating, not only for the family but the staff involved. But a lot of questions on how this is handled. What are you guys looking into?
Well, Leah Wong, our reporter, talked to a lot of experts, and they said really the case raises questions about how the state regulates child dentistry and whether it's really doing enough to make sure a similar tragedy doesn't happen again. One of the questions that's raised is whether the dentist, a Kailua dentist, no longer in business, was misrepresenting herself and her qualifications, that she may not have been qualified to perform intense medical procedures on children. That's one concern. Another is the amount and the types of medication that were used on this 38-pound child. Of course, she went into a coma, cardiac arrest, brain trauma, and later died. A very terrible story. The Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs is investigating, and the parents are suing.
And that business shut down now because of all of this. Yikes.
Exactly.
Well, Civil Beat's been pretty focused, too, on pressing officials to open up access to information, agencies, departments. You know, it's kind of tough to keep track of a lot of this stuff, but you guys are. Let's talk about this one. House Bill 1072. What's the importance?
Well, what it would require University of Hawaii Board of Regents to make public their financial disclosures, how much money they make, who's paying them, and so forth. The idea is to make sure there's no conflict of interest. It actually has passed a House committee and awaits a final vote in the full chamber. Now, the Board of Regents isn't happy about this. They say this is going to have a chilling effect on candidates applying for the job. They say there's already enough protections in place to take care of conflict of interest. But you're absolutely right. Civil Beat feels that these things are all about transparency and public accountability. So we'll see if this bill passes.
Oftentimes, this is all about keeping up the pressure, right, Chad?
That's our job, Laura.
All right, thanks so much. You can find the complete story we just discussed on civilbeat.com.